Yo, what's up, guys? Been a while, so let's do a weekly recap and expectation, projection of the week. So I'm going to start with we're just going to focus on the major pairs, because those are the pairs that work for. We are following the fundamental part of them of these pairs. So I'll just go to weekly time frame because don't want to go to barchart.com and to go to look for the data and everything else. Just go directly to the fundamental information. And we have, because I know most of you guys have this particular indicator. So this indicator, first of all, we see that it just looks at the commercial COT commission data. They take information there directly. So this one, they don't scan around the candles, but they take information from the COT or the report commission, the legacy report commission. So just go directly to the weekly projection. So when you look at this, the weekly time frame, this is the euro. We look at the euro, we're looking at the commercials, what they are doing. Okay, commercials. What are they doing on the euro? Last week they were bearish, but the price never dropped. Sorry, guys. Allow me to remove my something is here. Good. Let's proceed. We're here. So look at the commercials. What are they doing? And just for us a little bit to see the information, these are the retailers. These are the commercials here. But when we look according to the previous reports, we see commercials, they look a little bit this. If we do this into this information here, we look at these are the commercials, the blue, then this one are the retailers. Commercials are always opposite the retailers. We say that when we look at this indicator, we're going to notice that every time retailers, they keep buying, commercials, they keep selling, but the price will only fall after the valuation indicator comes in, okay? After the valuation indicator comes in. For an example, let me just give an example of the recap here, just to study something here, okay? I just put off the commercials and you remain the retailers there. Or let me put on the commercials and remove the retailers. This is what we get. We're going to see every time commercials were selling, the price was dropping. And here, we expect the price to drop. Here, we expect the price to drop. Here, price should drop. And here, right? And when price drops, retailers are always buying. So let's look at it. You can see here, price was dropping. Commercials were selling here, price was dropping. Again here, price dropped. You can see there's a drop of price there. Again here, dropped. So here there's a drop. And here now we're waiting for the price to drop. So expect the price to drop. But this, according to commercials, let's see about the retailers. I'll just remove everything there. And I'll just bring in the retailers. Where are the retailers? Retailers, where they just do this. And I'm bringing the retailers. Okay, and just double click. And you're going to see every time the retailers buy, the price drop. Every time they buy, the price will drop. So remove the commercials. Remain with the retailers. This is what we get. Let me hide the candles we see here. Every time they buy, the price drops, like here. They bought, the price was expected to drop. Here they bought. Every time the retailers buy, price is expected to drop. Here. Here. And lastly, let me just reach here and maybe bring in this one here. Just bring the market. You can see every time they are buying here, the price should be dropping, because when you buy, they sell against you. So let's see this. You can see they bought, the price dropped here. Here the price dropped. Here the price dropped. You can see even here, small move, the price dropped. Again here where they bought, again you can see here, when they bought here, the price dropped. They bought here, price dropped. Here the price dropped. Again here they bought here. What are we expecting? We're expecting the price to do it, to drop. But now that what are they're trying to turn or to sell. So here, for such information, we use this indicator to get a clear picture. We know that commercials, they're kind of trying to buy, retailers trying to sell. Let's look at their strength here. We look at the strength of these retailers, and you say they're using the weekly time frame. You can see commercials are still short, still selling. how many percentage, okay, my internet is down. It's supposed to say a percentage here, but you can see that commercials are selling. Every time they are below the red line, it's a sell. So you can see here when they're above the blue line, that one was a buy. Here they were below, got the sell. Here they were below, the price kept dropping. So right now, commercials are still selling, but is the price ready to drop? We need to look at the valuation. We can anticipate that commercials are selling, but until or unless the valuation is confirmed, we are not going to look for a sell. So let's go to a daily time frame. We see that when you're using the valuation indicator, you go to a daily time frame. And guys, this is the future. We're analyzing the future, not actually the currency, but the future, because that's the real price of the market. So I'm going to look at the valuation for this pair on the daily time frame. Is the price overvalued. When it's overvalued, we sell. When it's undervalued, we buy. So look at it, it's in between. So this means that when it's in between, we can have a short-term buy until price taps to our level of interest, because right now we are not either overvalued or we are not undervalued. So the price is in between, which is neutral. But we know that these lines you're seeing here, these are just normal things. These are very important indicators that you might need to know. Just click about them and show you. Symbol 1 is blue, this one. Symbol 2, this gold here. Symbol 3, which is the purple. Let me just show you what it is. Symbol 1 is 1, which is DXY. So you don't have to go and look for DXY. You know that on currency, you're trading against the currency. So you know whenever DXY is bullish, you're bearish on the other side. Now we look at this one is the future of gold. We know that the price of gold affected other products or other assets across the board. Then number 3 here we have the US Treasury bonds. We know what the interest rates and those other stuff what they mean. So I'll not go into details, but you guys already know about this. So we see that this price, we can only have a long-term sale when the price is overvalued, like here, that was a sale. Then here, undervalue, which is just a buy. Okay, valued here, which one is a sell. So right now, we don't have a clear area we can get a stronger move, but we can capitalize on what we have. What we have, we say that if the price is overvalued, that's when we sell. So right now, the price is not yet overvalued, but you know that commercials are selling, and there's no way the price will sell undervalued down here. The price can never do that. The price will buy. So we have a possibility that this price is going to keep pushing higher until it's overvalued. That's when we'll see a drop. So what do we do here? What we can do is to look for a supply on daily time frame, and that level becomes our target. So when I go back, I'll first go to a bigger time frame, like a monthly. I want to see where's this price dropping from. I can see on a monthly time frame, the price is dropping to the downside, and it actually just now technicals took out this low. So we know that this price is going to do what? Remember what we did in our technicals? Once the price breaks the structure, we go back to either a range, a fair value gap, or a level of resistance. So when you have this, where's the break? You can just call this level a liquidity grab, or you can call it a break of structure. I'll give it a name. You already know that regardless of what it is, the price will go back to a fair value gap. And where's the fair value gap here? I'm using a monthly time frame as a bigger time frame. So here I can spot a fair value gap somewhere here. Technically, somewhere there, there's a fair value gap there. And also there's another gap up here. So you can start anticipating that this price is going to keep pushing higher, right? It's going to keep pushing higher because it already went, remember our strategy. The price first went higher, came back to a fair value gap, and it's pushing higher. What's the fair value gap I'm talking about? Yeah. If I just open this area very keenly, you're going to notice we have a fair value gap here. The price came there, and you know that when the price is bullish, fair value gap offers what we call support. So here we can start anticipating that this price is going to keep pushing higher. And which level do we have that is untapped? Any level or any level of any supply that can be tapped. Commercials are selling, but the valuation is not yet, the price is not yet overvalued. So we can have a buy, a short-term buy, then we'll eventually sell the euro asset. Now we can see here, these are monthly, we can call this our monthly supply. Okay, there's a monthly supply. We identified there. So you can try to refine this level. Let's go to a weekly time frame and see we have something cleaner than that one. On a weekly time frame, I just go back on the left and try to look for a level that has not been tapped. Yeah. When I look at this level, you can see where there's this fair value gap here. You can start anticipating this our supply. Supply there. I'll now reduce this one to 2, and I'll give it a blue color. Supply. And this one, again, this one will just remain there. A monthly level. So this is another level that this price is going to push there into that level. So we can start anticipating on this area. We can just do this like that. Give it something like that. This is a point of interest because you can see all these supplies here, all of them, they have been mitigated. All of these ones, they have been mitigated. So we're going to watch this price. So what does it mean? We're going to continue looking for a little bit push to the upside because you can see here we had this supply. Remember, we had this supply, this one, and already it has been mitigated here. So we know that we have another supply up there. So just watch these two zones here, and I really feel like we might see this price going higher for that level before dropping. So this means that Euro USD, we're likely to look for a push to the upside. But meanwhile, let's look for something cleaner because remember, we are relying on this valuation. On daily, price has to go overvalued before we look for a sell. And since yet it's not overvalued, this means that this price is gonna play around and possibly it will be pushing higher than pushing to the downside. So we can now go there on a lower time frame technically and look for probability. Now look at this price here. We can see here, we have this, we see where the price is. Let's just go immediately to where it is. You can see there was a sweep of liquidity here on a daily time frame. Okay. But the candle swept the previous low. So this shadow is one of the point of interest that we cannot ignore. Can also look for that. Again here, look at this place. We had a price sweeping this low. So does it mean this is another level that we can start focusing on that level? The price will come there. So let me fade this line to a little bit there so that it is not sharp. So possibly, I believe that the price is gonna drop to this level and you might see it try to push higher from there. So this is my anticipation. So there's two ways. This is my anticipation. I can either short the price to here or wait for it to long. So this can be your decision. You can now make this as your, when it comes to that area, that becomes your personal interest. But when I'm looking at this price like that, that was a daily quarter block. So when I refine it into a 4 hours, then I'm likely to have this as my refine demand area. Was it actually this one? I want to work with this one as my refine area of interest. Then I'm going to look at this place as what? I'm going to look at this place as the last break. Yeah. Then the shift in price. Okay, the shift in price. Then remember this, remember what we talked about our model, guys. I'll not go into details, but we can see this, the price going away. So you can just call this level liquidity zone or IWR. Just call it liquidity. There, you know what you're saying. Remember phase 1, this phase 2, then phase 3. We talked about P3, the liquidity phase, P3, because P3 is the liquidity phase. So phase 1 is just break and shift. Phase 2 wants the price going away. Phase 3, liquidity phase. Phase 4, execution phase. So according to this price, I'm only seeing, I want to see the price build more liquidity there because it's phase 3, then phase 4 to a level, then execution, right? So that's what I'm going to look at. I don't want to put myself there into that range of liquidity. Even if it's a 4 hours time frame, I want to stay away, being a new week. So, but my possibility into this pair is to see execution on phase 4 around that zone, right? That's my technical point of view into this particular pair. So let's go to pair number 2. The pair number 2 is the 6J. Remember, we have been anticipating men to buy the JPY pairs, and 6J has just been it has been bullish for a while, man. So we could not buy, but maybe just to sell the JPY pairs. You know how powerful the 6J is. Now I'll go to weekly time frame. And on the weekly time frame, I'm going to put my anticipation here. Let's look at the commercials. What are they doing? Commercials. Sorry, I need to get rid of this indicator here. Commercials, what are they doing? Okay, according to the weekly time frame, commercials are actually selling, heavily selling, while retailers are doing what they are buying there. So we can anticipate that these guys, if they are selling, let's look at how strong are they selling. It's supposed to be below the 20%. You can see we are down there, very strong sale. That's okay. They are selling now. Go to a weekly, daily time frame. Then look for valuation. You see that we have to only sell when the price is overvalued and buy when it's undervalued. So you can see according to the daily time frame, we see the price is almost approaching the undervalue, which is a high probability to look for a buy position according to the valuation. Valuation information, fundamental bias. So we can know that commercials are selling, but we actually don't want to sell, all right? We can sell when the valuation is confirmed. So right now, the price is going to give us a short-term sale, and we know how this indicator works. The moment you are undervalued, like here, you see you look for a buy. The moment you are overvalued up there, you look for a sell. And again, the price has been now within that. And you see when you start selling, it went a little bit down and again, just pushed higher. So right now we can anticipate that we are going to have a short-term drop in price, maybe until we go undervalued, then we'll see the price pushing higher, because the big move during the sale only comes in when you're overvalued, aligning with the commercials, which will be, they are bearish. So from here, I can now anticipate that we are going to have to see the 6J dropping, but it will push higher. So if it's going to drop, technically, where is it going to go? Let's see. If it's going to drop, then we have our demand. It's going to a level of interest, which is a demand. This one. This one, okay? So this becomes a level, a nearby target, a first demand here. The price coming back to that level. Where's the next demand? The next demand is here. Okay, the next demand is here. And we seems to see price coming back here, and we'll be looking for a long position. So either this one will turn the price, or this one will turn the price. And long-term sale, let's see where's the supply. On the left, we can see the supply was already tapped and violated, but it was never, see, the price never closed above it. We look very well. This was our supply that we've been watching for this supply here, for price to tap into this level, and we could short the price there. But when you look at any other zone that the price is going to use to go down, any unmitigated supply is here. So if we have those two levels and the price has turned here and commercials are selling, what do we do? Because this price is already originating from this supply here, this being a new week. So we can anticipate the bigger chances into this price is that we're going to have 6J dropping. So these zones here, even if they are here, I'm highly, because commercials are heavily selling, and this was the level of interest that the price tapped in, and you can see it never closed above. So already the 6J is turning, and now we can start looking for bullish direction in all the JPY pairs, because we've been anticipating that we're going to buy all those JPY pairs. So example, once this price was there, let me look at it technically on a lower time frame, see if the price has really turned or not. The 6J, see, price left, it did turn, man. It already turned, and I don't know why we never saw this. Price already, dropped. The price already dropped, so this means that you should be buying the JPY pairs, yeah? You can see it dropped, it came back to this supply. Remember, guys, I don't know if you guys remember, we talked about the chalk. The chalk being on a higher time frame, price must close with the what? Price must close with a solid candle. So remember this, just break and shift phase one. Phase two, price goes away. Phase three, you can see the liquidity phase. Remember, P3, guys, those who know P3, just put here P3. Okay. Then price goes back to a level very fast, and you see it left the zone. It came here again on, that was on this supply on Friday. Came back here. You can see again price going away, breaking the structure, going away, building again P3. Phase 3, the liquidity. P3, guys, P3 it means that's the phase 3 liquidity phase, and probably price came back there, tapped, went away again. So we have another zone here that has to be tapped. There's another zone that has to be tapped. So we'll be watching the 6J keenly. The price goes there, tapped there. Then we expect the 6J future to drop. And hence, when it drops, then we'll be looking forward to do it. Let me put my notification here. We'll be looking forward to buy the JPY pairs, all of them. Okay. So I'm just doing this, putting my notification here, an alert. Okay. Putting on my alert here. The price comes back there, then I'll be buying. Example, what I mean is this: when the 6J just go there, like the future of the 6, once it taps there and start falling, then immediately let's start buying pairs like GBP JPY, Euro JPY, USD JPY. All of them now they are bullish. Let me show you. Since the 6J is bearish, GBP JPY, all of them they are bullish right now. Let's do this. You can see. Look at that. All of them, they are bullish. And if they come back here, I'll be buying. Euro JPY, all of them, they are bullish now. Okay. Just to show you a picture, you see all of them, they are bullish. CAD JPY, were bullish. You can see the same move. I want you just to see this is the same very, very move I'm showing you. Yeah, let me something like Audi JPY. Yeah? Bullish. And the same move. Can you see? The same candles, the same behavior, everything. Lastly, CHF JPY. Do you have a pair like that? I think so. Can you see the same thing? All of them, they are bullish. So, guys, that was just an eye opener. Let's move to the next pair, which is the 6B, which is the pound now. On the pound, we're going to look at also the commercials direction. What are they doing? Yeah, clean everything on my chart. So I'm going to look at the commercials. What are they doing? Commercials here into this pair. Look at this, they are down there, so they are buying. Commercial seems to start buying there, while retailers seems to be selling there. So let's look at the strength of this data so that you can see that one is neutral, which is advisable to stay away. But unless you want to trade technically, so I can see commercials were there and they are likely again to push down. But right now, they seems to be neutral. But if you have to go there technically, I'll go look for a level that's an mitigated supply. A level like this level. Okay, that level has been mitigated. Yeah, everything seems to be able to have been mitigated except there. There's a weekly supply. Okay, well, let's look at the daily and see, because we still have an opportunity. Let's look at the daily. Which level? Because remember last week, we were looking at this supply. And I think it got violated. You can see the price went higher, came back into that supply and it got support to the upside. So let's look at any other spending supply on the daily that is unmitigated. I can see there's this level. Very nice supply there. Okay. Just looking at it on a weekly level. So let's see. The price tapped into this supply before it went down. So this supply was already used. So let's switch to another one. The supply, yeah, this is a weekly supply, a very huge, a daily supply, a very huge one. But if you're going to refine it, first let me see, as the price associated with this level yet? No, this was the next target. We can see the price going back there. So technically, the pound is going to push higher and can refine this level now to around this area here. And this becomes our point of interest into this pound. So the GBPUSD is going to be bullish for a while. Okay. It's going to be bullish for a while and hence I'd want to be buying it technically to the upside. I see this is the pending level here. The next level of interest is there. So this means that technically I'm going to buy this pair. But where? Let me look for a level of interest because you can see price been breaking the structure to the upside. And let's see in terms of valuation first. Let's see what is happening in valuation. What do we expect right now? You can see we are actually approaching the valuation area. So we know the price going there. Already the euro bonds are already there. So DXY and the gold futures, we are waiting for them. So let me see the cycle of this thing. What is the expectation? Are we going to go higher? Yes. We're going to push into that low. This means that we're going to expect a drop in price, then we'll see it push a little bit higher again. So once we have that in mind, so I can start looking for any level of interest that the price, any most recent level of interest the price has created. And I don't want to go very far because I'm following the data we have here. From the record of this price, first it took out this low. This just now technicals, took out the low. The price went higher. All these candles that have been mitigated. Never close to the candle here. Close to the candle, but this candle came back, got mitigated. Have this candle with the imbalance, got mitigated. The next candle of interest here. Okay, that one took out the low. So this means that are very nice areas in this shadow. If I want to position myself there. But the price will do anything else. So this is just my ideas I'm giving. High point of interest, you might see the price dropping back to such a level. So you can see when we go to a 4 hours time frame, this is how the level looks like. Just a clean supply there, and the price went higher. So this is just a liquidity phase. And you want to see the price building, a lot of liquidity comes back, and we can execute it to the upside. So this is just I'll call it the P3. You want to see what happens tomorrow during the day. The P3, I want to see the P3 building up a lot. So once the pound is strong, so this means that automatically GBPUSD, it's also a buy for now. So I can look at it like that, and let's use the daily time frame. What do you have here on a daily time frame? Do you have any supply in the mitigated zone? Because we want to see the future. Once the future it has the supply, also the currency has to have one level. Let's see the level that is unused, mitigated. So okay, I'm going just to mark these levels, then we'll check later. See where the price has reacted. We have that one. Also, we have this level here. At the level of interest that we want to see the price come there, but I'll just refine it into here. So let's see, because when you look at this level here, this one has already been mitigated. See here, this level has already been mitigated here, so this is a level that we can skip. Let's see where the price is right now. Has it associated with the one of these levels? Already it did associate with this level and it went down. Came back here, associated, went up, and it's bouncing again on the level. So we want to see the price come back there. So technically, according to the pound, last week I only had one trade, to be honest. Last week I only had one trade. So according to this area, you can see this is the same setup you've seen on the future. Technically, price taking out the previous low there like that. But there's something that has been hidden from you into this future pair. Look at that. The price broke the structure. But after it broke the structure there, this just, you can call this level boss. Then we're going to notice that here on the currency, you don't have a valid area of interest. But remember on our future, we had something here. We had something here. Let me just go to B. Look at that. I want you to see. You see this one here. It's here. This is a hidden supply demand that is there. So on the GBPUSD, this means that once the level has been hidden from me, what I do is that I drop to a 4 hours time frame and I try to see if I have a zone that has been left for me. Was it which pair, which broker were we using to analyze? Was it not Rwanda? I want to use Rwanda now, regardless of what I was doing. So I'll just use Rwanda here. Just repeat my analysis here. this level, X. Okay. Then you can see you don't have a zone here, so I'll drop to 4 hours and try to look at the same various zone. You can see when I look here. Now I get two zones. You have this extreme level there, and this is what we wanted to see. Remember our model, guys. Remember our model. We have a sweep of liquidity, the shift in price, which is a shock. I mean, price goes away, leaves us with a zone, liquidity level, an imbalance. You can just call this level, call it a name. Where's the inducement here? Remember our imbalance is here. Okay. Balance zone is here. So what is this? This phase 1, phase 2 price going away. You already know, guys, that this phase 3, P3, the liquidity phase, P3. Then, you know, P4 it is, man. So we have this zone here, right extreme. But remember again, the price here went away and again happened to build another level of liquidity here. So that's something that you should not ignore. And also it gave you a good zone here. So we're going to watch how the price is going to treat these two levels there. This is a mid-risk, high point of interest. But if it comes here, we'll monitor keenly and see if you can buy. But only, remember, only if the future gives us the confirmation. But when I see this level, this seems to be a very high point of interest according to the data from the future. Why? Because when you look at the future around this zone, around this area, we have that zone on a higher time frame as well. Look at this area. See in the future, you have this zone, and this zone also we saw same zone on a bigger time frame. But when you go into 4 hours, you go to realize that here we have this demand looking a little bit different. This means that your demand will be this level, okay, that level. So my eyes are here, and I'll want to put my notification here. So probably you're going to have a buy on, going to have a buy on this particular pound, which is GBPUSD. You're going to have a buy there, but until the future confirms, let's go to the next pair. The next pair, this is a this is the Swiss CHF. Go to weekly time frame. Look at the commercials. Commercials are selling there. We see they are going short. How strong? Let's look at this record here. Strongly, they are down there. Commercials are heavily selling. Look at the valuation. We see the valuation is the daily time frame. Okay. The valuation, the price is there now, neutral again. But why is it the price neutral? The price seems to be falling, but why? Let's see. Let's try to look at something. Do you have a supply where this price is falling from? Because we must have a reason why the price is falling. Remember, price is falling from here, this area. And now I can anticipate that we're just going to look for sales immediately. Immediately, we're not looking for anything else. Just let me look for confirmation, a shift in the price on the lower time frame, because I see the price already falling here. For now, I'll use the 30 minutes for clarity and everything to keep my structure very clean. I'm using this level. Okay, there's the last break. Then you have a shift. Okay, got that shift, remember? Price went away. This was our phase 3. I really want to see this price coming back into this level. I really want to see it. This is a zone that has been built. Guys, remember our model, man. Remember our model. Don't forget. This seems to be our P3. Right? I see this level seems to be our P3. And I can anticipate this just the liquidity being built here. And we want to see the price doing what? Going back there, then you can short. We're not going to wait for another supply. This is the only thing we need. So for me, I tend to put my, my everything into this CHF. Use this CHF is going to be what? It's going to be what? What is that? Use this CHF. What are we going to do? CHF being the second. If it goes down, then we're going to do it to buy, right? I'm sure you're going to buy that. It's this CHF, but I'm going to look at that. So this, I don't know if you can add my notification here. This is a very, very nice setup. Very, very nice setup of this week, man. And we should not miss this. You shouldn't miss this. CHF future notification will be there. So I'm going to be very, very keen. Wait for the price to go back there, then I'll sell it. So when I sell the CHF, then I'll be buying USD CHF. Let's look at the USD CHF because that's just the inverse. Delete everything here. That's very nice. Let's go to a bigger. Remember, went short here. The price violated and went higher. So we don't care about that. That's the previous week. So this only had a few trades this particular week. Bought here, that was around how many pips? 135 pips. They dropped again here before got taken out. So let's look at this on a daily time frame. Let's look at a demand because we know that we want to buy this pair. So I'm going to look for demand. I'm going to look for demand. We want to buy the USD CHF. We'll be selling the CHF itself. So this price originating from this level was the demand. Very, very nice zone. Very, very nice zone there. So the price came here. We can now try to look at how the price treated this level. Okay, broke that low. Here we go to a first time frame for clarity. We want to have a clean level, a level that has not been mitigated. Now you see the problem when we come to currency. Everything seems to be tapped. Everything seems to be tapped. So this on the first time frame, this seems to be my point of interest, but man, here nothing's clean. We want to have a clean level. Remember, we want to buy this pair. So the price went away. Again, it came back, mitigation. So I'm going to look at this level again as another sweep. Then technically, you just want to look for a zone that we can use to go high, this shadow. Be my point of interest, but I want to refine it again a little bit more. Let me put for 1 hour time frame. See, 1 hour time frame, in fact, I'm not seeing anything. Okay, this one's a 30-minute supply. Demand. Demand, not supply. Okay, so guys, yeah, if you have to go down below that, then this would be most refined demands on there. But let me just put there something like a line like this, which looks like a questionable. And guys, we can see if you follow a model here, price broke the structure, shifted to the upside, went away, and I'm going to call this level P3. Remember what is P3? Liquidity phase. Is what the price is doing there. And want to see the return down there and we can push higher. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna fade this line, put it on the ground down there, so that it doesn't look a little bit sharp. Then when the price comes here, but unless the future confirms, I'll not just trade because remember the currency will tap you earlier and the future will delay and then you're taken out. So you're waiting for the price to do this and man, you gotta push higher on this particular pair. So that's my anticipation, okay? Now let's go to the next pair, which is the Audi. Audi, man, it's been playing around. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Just look at it, man. I apologize if this video can take long, but this is where we are, man. So let me just delete everything we have here and look at the record again. Commercials. What are they doing here? Sorry, we have something there on our chart. Commercials. What are they doing there? Commercials, we see the commercials, they are now buying while retailers are selling there. But we need to confirm how strong is this orders? Who's stronger now? Now the market seems to be neutral, man. It's neutral. So right now on this pair, I don't have a setup. I don't have a setup, to be honest. Don't have a setup. Can only use the valuation. And if before even I use the valuation, I'll have to go to daily time frame and only use valuation to sell or buy because I cannot anticipate long term. So this means that if the price is going to be overvalued, we'll be looking for a sell. Why? Because the valuation directs where the price will go. If the price was overvalued here, you sell. You got that. Price undervalued here, you buy, undervalued. Overvalued here, you sell. Now the price was almost undervalued. Then you started pushing higher. So for a stronger sell, you might get it. and the price is up there. But this is just something that we need to wait. Okay, we'll have to wait for stronger confirmation. This week, price might play around with our mind, but I can still see any level that was unmitigated was this level. Let's see this level. This level. But this trade seems to have a low probability, so I don't know how to position myself somewhere. Let me see a level that's still unmitigated. I'll be just watching this price. This again, this other zone here. So as this week plays out, I'm watching between those two zones. But if I have to buy, then I'll be buying here, right? But I'll be waiting until for valuation for other confirmation. So around to this particular pair Audi, I can't really, I can't say anything, guys. I don't have a lot to say about that. I'll go to the card. When you come to the card, you know there's a lot of information going on here. You know that we've been waiting for this trade. Another time we got up in here, but we were asleep. So all of us missed the first three. You see first three, the liquidity phase, price come back left. And again, you have first three here, price seems to be coming back here. But let's just do things because it's a new week. Let's see what we get here. From this information here, we're going to look at the data right here. I'll remove this. Go to weekly time frame. Anticipate the commercials are selling while retailers are doing what? Buying there. Who's stronger in terms of orders? Who's stronger? Orders, who's stronger? Let's see. Commercials. Commercials are selling. Now we need valuation indicator. We need price to be overvalued first to sell. And we need to use the daily time frame. See now the price is the problem now. We need to sell when it's overvalued, but the problem is that the price is on the other side. So the price was originated from undervaluation. This means that we can still keep looking for buy position on the card. Then when it's overvalued, then we can do it. Can sell because you can see every time it's overvalued, it dropped, undervalued, you bought, overvalued, dropped, undervalued, bought. It's kind of bullish there. So we can see what is happening here. So we can now say, we're going to look at this price for, because it's originating from undervalue, we can only sell when it's overvalued, which means that we can keep looking for a little bit long position here. But price must originate from a point of interest, a good supply. So is the supply. You can see here, let me just use the weekly time frame to see if there's any hidden thing here, something hidden. The price doesn't have anything clean here, the weekly. On the weekly, I'll not want to go to a monthly, but I can see this is a very good supply here, which means that the card might keep pushing higher this level. Okay, so let's switch to a daily time frame and see if we have any new level. You can see we still go back there. So the card seems to be gonna push higher until we tap into that supply, then you can look for a short. So technically, I'll now drop to, remember when you said that when the price is bullish, okay, I don't want to go there. Let me just go to 1 hour, 4 hours time frame. See any level of interest that this price might use to push higher. Now, we can see that the price already took out this low. Okay. In terms of the lows, the price cleared that low. The next low that was here was this one. Okay. The low was there taken out. So this, what is this? This seems like a phase one, price going away, phase three, price returning, and this is where we are right now. So we can start anticipating, if I'm using the first time frame, we'll start anticipating on the first time frame. To me, I need a bigger time frame actually to make a decision. Okay, if I'm using a bigger time frame, this is my point of interest here. And also down there, but this way, the price will not go there. So you can just go the reality where we are closer. This becomes a level that is far a little bit, but I can refine it into this level. Okay, then here again, we have a zone because the price has been clearing liquidity. So you can go to 1 hour time frame, look for any level that has been left intact. You can see the price cleared this level, went away, created P3, the first P3, first three, P3 is here, You guys know what I'm talking about. Sweep of liquidity, shift. Remember we said that the price must shift to the close of a candle, went away, it left this supply here. It came back, tapped into the supply, again went away. So again, we have another P3 here. Let's say this P3, another P3 is being built here because you can see price tapped here and went away. So another zone interest that is left is here. So we want to see the price. You can see price going away, breaking the structure, using that. That one is just a choke, a shift, the break of structure down there. Price went away, so what we are waiting for. Return faster, tap in the zone and leave. The same way, it took a lot of time, came faster, tap into it and leave. So we want to have buy into this demand to the upside. All right, so I'll be watching this price as well. I'm looking forward and we're gonna buy. At the moment we buy the price to the upside, then we'll be doing what? Shorting this pair on the currency. So the USD card is a sell. USD card, or is it card? Remember the zone I made this video earlier where we are tapped into this zone earlier. So this one I just clean everything here. I'll remain with what? With this is my point of interest. Right, this is my point of interest. Then this one is just a sweep. DT. There. Price broke the structure. Remember a change of character, guys. Price went away. And what is this, guys? Remember P3? Always, man. Remember, forget about me, but never forget about P3. Liquidity first. Look at that. Okay. Want to see the price build a lot of liquidity, then come fast and go down, right? So this can be a point of interest. I'll be watching the price to drop from this level, but until the future confirms, don't just have a zone like this and you want to short it like that. Sometimes the price will do what? Will do some little bit of violation to the upside and take you out, like what it did here. You can see here, you can see this supply that we had recently, this one. I made a video about it, that the price tapped us earlier. So if you traded this one, you could have been taken out because the price tapped into this supply. On which date is this? The first tap came in on down there on your screen, 16 September. Let me take you to the future and you see the difference. 16 September, the future had not tapped you in a trade already. It had not tapped you there. 16 September is 16 September. You see, 16 September, you're not tapped in there. So you could be in a trade earlier and you end up hitting a stop loss. So you're supposed to wait until the price come here and the price happened to tap in. Which day is this? This was on 19 Thursday, 19 September. So you can see when you go tapped in on 19 September and you're looking at the USD card, you could have hit already a stop loss. Look at this level, 19 September. You're supposed to be out of the trade if you took your trade here. Look at that. Yeah. Look at 19 September. Where's 19 September? There, you see, you could be out of the trade. You hit a stop loss here. This is where you hit the stop loss. So you see, watching the futures, man, they just help a lot. So this is where I'm watching the price from. There's another good setup. So the next pair is the New Zealand dollar. Okay, New Zealand dollar there. We look at the commercials. Okay, we go to the weekly time frame, look at the commercials. Now here on the commercials, there seems to be kind of neutral. Commercials are heavily selling, retailers are buying, and those guys, they seem to meet in a certain area. Let's look at the strength of those orders. I'm trying to be very fast, but the time's not moving, my friends. Now, the price is neutral now. We can only use the valuation indicator, but commercials, man, they are kind of neutral. We cannot anticipate, cannot say who is stronger. But now, technically, I can just look at levels that seems to be pending. Look at this level. This seems to be a very good supply zone. Price can push there, but still a weekly time frame, that's very far. Let's go to a daily time frame and see. On the daily time frame, let's pull out the valuation indicator and see where are the possibilities. The price originating from almost undervalued. So we might see it pushing higher because remember we said that overvalued, you sell, undervalued, you buy. It's almost there. So here, the price is likely to push higher. Now I'm yawning because it's 2:30, 2:40 a.m. So that's why I'm right here making this video. I apologize, guys. So we might see the price push there to the upside. So if the price is going to push there, what's the reason of this price pushing there? First, when it went down here, what was the reason? You have a supply that it originated from. Yeah, there. The point of origin is there. If the point of origin is here, then this means that we are never tapped in. So we are likely to see price go back there. If it tapped there, then we can look for a short position. So this means that we're going to look for a buy, and especially is to look for a bullish move until we get up into our level. All right. So if we're going to go there, technically I'll go to a little bit lower time frame like the 4 hours and start looking for levels of interest. In the 4 hours, everything here seems to be, after we swooped this low, we took out that low. Price broke the structure. You can call that one just a change of character there. Because broke the and shifted this now phase 1. Remember phase 1, guys. Phase 2 price has to go away and leave with the point of interest. So right now, I have this shadow, which I don't want to ignore this because I can see something down there, like here. You see, at low, the sweep is there, so I want to utilize also the tail there. I don't want to leave it out. The price comes there. It's my point of interest. My next point of interest that I don't want to ignore here. Let me try to see if I can just go to 3 hours time frame. That's the lowest time frame I can use to find a point of interest. And if I try to find this one, okay, the only another place I can take is this one. Okay, so this is the only place I can take, and this is just the P3, guys. This is just the P3. Just remember the P3, the liquidity phase. P3, where is it? P3. So this is the liquidity phase. Once it build a lot and return, then you can buy. So into this pair again, I'm going to watch on this pair until the price return there. Then I know that New Zealand dollar would be buying, but you expect it first to drop before you get the buy. So this is another thing that we're going to wait, that it dropped. It drops to either one of these levels, then you can do it. You can look for a buy until you go into that supply, then we'll sell. Okay. Another thing I want to look at the next page, Mexican peso. So this one, I'll just go to weekly time frame. Look at the retailers, look at the commercials. What are they doing there? Commercials, they are buying, retailers are selling. Anything else? Strength. Commercials are strongly buying. So you want to sell, to buy when you are undervalued. So when I go to the weekly time frame, I'm looking for valuation and I'm going to see if I'm undervalued. So you can see the price is not undervalued. Price can only buy, sell when it's what? Price can only buy when it's undervalued. But now the price is approaching the overvalue area. So we want to see it going higher. This means that when it's up there, we'll sell it. Until when it's undervalued, then we'll get a bigger move from the low because we'll be aligning ourselves with the commercials. So right now, technically, I can wait. If it get to tap here, just a minute, guys. We are likely to, this is a supply that is there. If the price will push there, then you'll have a good sell. But we're waiting for it to be undervalued, then you can buy and possibly have a good area here. But I'll only look for that area once the price is overvalued. So anything else we want to see, the next pair, I don't look at the dollar, look at the gold pair. So look at gold now, we can anticipate. Let's look at the commercials. What are they doing? Commercials, these guys, you know that they've been selling since a while, man, for a long time. These guys have been selling. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that, how their commercials are all selling. then retailers are all bullish. So look at that. The index was selling stronger, commercials are selling. But why is the price not falling? Because people have been trapped in gold. They've been asking, why is the gold not dropping? Everybody knows that gold is supposed to drop, but it's not dropping. Now let's look at the daily, and we need to focus on the futures and the valuation. And we look at the valuation there. Is gold really ready to drop? Almost, you see, until when overvalued is when you see gold drop. So I'll keep watching the gold. It's almost approaching the valuation of a value. The moment we are up there, we will be looking for short position. But as for now, you have to be very careful. You can buy short-term buy, but we'll be waiting for price to go short to sell. So right now, technically, we might see price again push higher a little bit. So I'll go to, when I look at this level, the only place I see this price might give us a small buy from is this area. But technically, if I go to first time frame, see, we go to first time frame, you realize that you don't have a good zone. So when I don't have a good zone, I don't want to be in this move. We have a good zone. Now everything seems to be mitigated here. So I don't want to be part of this move. In gold, I'll only look at it when I'm overvalued. So here I can't say anything, but you know that we're going to sell it. The BTC now, you know that we're always trading against the dollar. So I'll just look at the valuation. I'll not look for these other things. I'll just look for valuation there first. You see, we are overvalued and it's supposed to be looking for short position. So here, I was having a sale, but I just closed a few minutes ago because this is a new week, new volatility. So in the daily time frame, let's look for a level of interest. You see, there's a good supply that was here. The price was in there already. So we'll go to first time frame, try to refine the zone. First time frame, I don't see anything that I can define except going to 3 hours. You see on the 3 hours, again, I don't have a good zone unless I want now to use the shadow. Okay, if I want to use the shadow, it's my point of interest. This will be my level. But remember my basic, let me go back to the roots. Okay, I'll do this, I'll apply this one here. So this one will give it a different color because it's a refined zone. So here, I looked at the price here and I want to short, but I believe that this price is still gonna swing a little bit to that level before you see it dropping. So actually, I'm going to do it to remove this line. Yeah. And I'm going to remain with the one above there. I want to see the price come there. So technically, when I go to technicals, let me look at 1 hour. No, 30 minutes is the best. Okay. The price shift on 30 minutes, that is it. Validation. Can see the price there, sweep liquidity. Right, that was a good sweep. But the price, when it shifted, you see it felt close to the candle. It felt close to the candle because we want to see the price close to the candle so that it start building phase 3, then it can return. But when I look at this price, seems to be playing around, not giving us enough picture. So I want to see it again, do it. Maybe do this. Let me show you. This BTC, I want to see the price. You see now the price, what has it done? Taken out the lows, broken the structure. So I want to see the return here. Okay. Return here before clearing this high. Before clearing this high, because I want to use this high as a liquidity. So the price just went away. So I want to see it play around, come here very fast and go back into that level. Right? Then we'll wait for what? I mean, play around like that, tap here, go up there, something like that, break the low, right? Go away, return there, then I can sell on a supply there. So I'm watching this price keenly. I was in this trade, but I closed after I noticed that we have a pending level up there. So right now, I just want to see how it's going to play out. But I personally am not interested in to buy this thing, but I'm interested into shorting it because it's overvalued. Now, any other pair I can look at right now? Crude oil, we looked at crude oil and we did it last week was a buy, but to be surprised that everybody missed this buy. We missed this buy because we're looking at the commercials what they are doing. They are buying there. You can see. Look at the strength of their orders. They are buying strongly. Went on the daily, and we also saw the valuation. The price was undervalued, which was very nice. You see, it was undervalued, and it was a very good move that this price made here. But we missed this thing, man. We missed this thing. Right now, we can only wait for it to be overvalued. Then we can get a short-term sell, maybe into this supply there. Short-term sell, then until when it will be undervalued, then we'll do buy again. So, guys, that one I don't have a lot to talk about. Let's look at NQ NAS 100. We know that we are measuring NAS 100 with the oil as well, now with the valuation, which is NQ. So I'll look at this one as well and see what do we have. We know that we're trading against the dollar, so I'll just use the valuation indicator alone on this one. The price, you see when it's overvalued here, it dropped almost undervalued, then it went higher because we had a level here. So into this price, we are likely to see it drop because it's almost approaching overvaluation. And the best place it can drop from, we can tell, is this particular supply up here. So let me go to a 4-hour time frame and refine it. See if we can refine it on the 4-hour time frame. We can't find it on the fast time frame, just delay, okay? Unless the price will push into that level, the purple level there, I'll just put it purple because the point of interest that I want to use to make it red, point of interest I want to use, if the price can push, let me do this, if the price can push into this level there, then I'll look for a short position. Meanwhile, right now, high probability can keep buying this NAS 100. And where is the best place to buy from? Block the structure. You can see the price, what it did here. Technically, remember our rules, guys. The rules are just the same. Look at this thing. Previous level, broken. What is this? Previous level, just do this. Price broke the structure. Now I'm using a bigger time frame. Because when I use 1 hour, like 1 hour here, this is what we'll get. Let me go to 30 minutes so that I have a good shift in price. Look at this price shift. That was a chunk. The price happened to shift there. Price went high, came back here. Because it came back here, if you go in a lower time frame, you'll see so many reasons. You'll see some zones there, but you can see this candle took out a previous low. So this is where the price just came back to this down close candle. Yeah. I don't want to refine this level. I'm just trying to identify the level itself. Because again, price build. Remember when it goes away, it leaves you in imbalance, and this was just the phase 3. Phase 3, you can see. Price came back, swept deals this low. Call that this low. It swept this low. Which level was used here? I want you to see this. Okay, here we are likely to refine here, then we'll see we get a supply there. But since the price left, we cannot say anything. Price came back here and went away. So the only place of interest that was left here is this one in 30 minutes. So let me go to 1 hour time frame and identify the level keenly. You see a level is here. This is a level, but now since this one is a bigger time frame, I can do this. Okay, that high time frame of interest. Price went away and it just kept going away. You can see the return here, went away again. So where's again the next level of interest? Price came back here. The next point of interest here is this level. But now this eliminates all those levels because this low was swept. When the low is swept, the price has no reason to go back down there. While the price swept the low and went away. When it went away, what is this price doing here? I'm looking at this level as our P3. P3. So if the price returns, where's the high point of interest I want to see? High point of interest is this level. Because we have an imbalance there. If the price returns here, because I'm looking for the price to continue building a lot of liquidity, P3, return, then continue buying. I buy up to that point of interest. I want to see it even, in fact, I want to see it go to a refined zone there. Then we'll be looking for a short position. That's the NQ NAS 100. So you want to see it dropping there, then you can buy. The next pair, SP 500. Again, here I'll just use the valuation and I have to use a lot of information here. We're trading against, we are always measuring this as against the dollar. So you're almost approaching the overvaluation. This means that I have to prepare myself to do it, to sell this pair. But where? Let me see. We have in a zone that is left on the left. In a zone, nothing. This one, we just have to wait until the valuation confirms. The other one is the use 30, use 30. Use the valuation indicator there. Almost also approaching the overvalued. So this means that we prepare to do it. Sell it, but where? You have a zone. You have a zone, nothing, you don't have a zone. Yeah? Let me see. Okay, we don't have a zone. So keep waiting until we get overvalued. That's when we look for a short-term sell. And let me just give you a recap of this. You can see the moment the price was undervalued here, that's when you do it. You buy. Price overvalued, you sell. Price dropped here and again pushed higher. So for those who want to do the back testing using this indicator, guys, just find time, back test. Let me show you. People are saying that this, I saw a question somewhere. Let me just answer that question in this way. For example, let's look for Euro USD. Just a small back testing, a little bit, just a minute. Small back testing. Now, on daily time frame, let me just try to backtest something here. Why the price sold here and how was the indicator behaving? Valuation indicator. I'll go cut where? Yeah. Okay. Let's cut it there. Let's watch this indicator. The moment it becomes, you can see it's valued by the price not turning. While we say that we need to find again, first a zone on the left, a zone that this price can use to do to drop. For example, look at this zone. There. Okay. This is a zone. But when you look at this one, has the price approached that zone? Not yet. That's your supply. So let's see what happened. Okay, sorry. I was to bring out the indicator. You can see the price is overvalued, but now the zone is almost tapped. Now you start preparing to look for a sell because that's your point of interest. Let's see again, one more time. Okay, you can see. You start preparing because why? The price is almost overvalued there. But what is that? Your place of interest has also been tapped. Let's see what is going on. You keep looking for an entry until you get it because you are already overvalued. What you'll get is that you start preparing to short the price. And what is this? This line here, this one is DXY. You click on this one, you see this blue here. This is your DXY. No business here. So let's see. You see? The moment you start dropping, start going down. That's how you start selling. You can see you're going down. And I want also to watch this valuation indicator and also this demand here. Okay. If for this demand to hold, the price has to be undervalued. Let's see. See there. You can see the price went back into there's a green candle there, mitigation. Again, drop. You see now that we are undervalued and have a demand, we automatically hold the price to the upside. Let's see if it can buy because we are already undervalued and the price is cheap. And we have a demand. Can we buy? What happens? What is that? What is that, guys? That is that. And the price has gone back into the supply. You see that? Look at that. But you can see the price is going back. Now the supply is failing to hold. Why? The price is not yet overvalued. You can see, and that's where the price is right now. So that's why I've said that we'll continue looking for a buy. All right. If you look at my Euro future, let me remove this. We are go to the Euro future. Now this is the Euro, but you can see my point of interest according to this one. I want to put myself there, somewhere there. Okay. If I want to buy, I want to buy there as my the currency and also to this level. These are my 2 points of interest. This shadow, because they have super liquidity. I want to buy this because this is a euro and the euro is the base. Regardless of what, if it's weak, I'm selling it. If it's strong, I'm buying it. Right now, I want to buy it, and let's see the future. Is the future telling me that I should be buying the euro? Let's look at that. Look at that. You can see this is my point of interest where I want to go long. P3. But you see, I did my technicals and I went to a little bit lower time frame, and that's why I had to refine my zone. This is my daily future. Daily future, because when you look at this one, it's just a daily demand. I did it. Let me show you this one. Is it a daily or a weekly? Where did I get this one? This is my point of interest. A P3 here. That I'm likely to do what? To short this price, but did I analyze here? Euro futures, of course, P3. We go to 1 hour time frame, what's happening on 1 hour time frame. I say that if the price comes back, this zone. Okay. When I try to refine my zone, I say that I'll try to look for a long position here. And also I'll use this level as a liquidity, and this is my P3 here. Did I really analyze this? Yeah, okay. I did it. Let me just for a confirmation, guys, for a confirmation. Allow me to use just for confirmation so that I have a clear picture of what I'm saying. Yes, commercials are selling. If commercials are selling, where are the valuation? Where is the valuation? Where are we in terms of valuation? We are almost that area. So we're almost approaching the valuation overvalued. So this means that you can look for a small buy. When we are overvalued, then you can look for a short sell. You can have for a long-term sell. And I said that the first point of interest is this one, and the next one was this area. This area. So if I go back to a lower time frame, technically on the euro, I'm looking at I think this one, I got that structure in a fast time frame. Yeah. Just I have this level of interest here. Then it's just the liquidity phase P3. If the price comes back here, then I can do what? Can look for a buy. So that's what we have there for now. We'll keep watching the price and I'll update you. The price can do anything. So don't follow what I say, but at least watch the price in real time, because that's where the price can make a lot of things here and there. But otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.